Welcome back to the Fitness Show featuring UFC Gym Santa Clarita. I am Ellen Como, your host, and you're listening to Hometown Station. I almost said .com. When I figure you can go to hometownstation.com and listen to us though if you're getting out of the car. And I'm here with Mike Lindsay. He is the owner of UFC Gym Santa Clarita, and we've been talking about how amazing this gym is and how exciting it is that we have this gym in the valley. And that's why I chose this gym for my home and to be able to teach out of, because I wanted to make sure that where I was and the gym that I chose was the proper fit for me. And I come from a place of I don't come from a place of a weekend certification. I've been doing this for over 37 years, so it's part of my passion, my life, what I do. It's how I live and breathe. So I wanted to make sure that I was surrounded by that as well when I chose the gym. That's why I chose UFC Gym Santa Clarita. And Mike also being a great leader, because we always want to know that if you, whatever job you have, you always want to know everything starts with your leader, doesn't it? So it's really important. And that's why I chose that. I chose UFC Gym Santa Clarita as my home. But now I want to know from Mike why you chose, because Mike is from Orange County, which we think Orange County to Santa Clarita, oh my, we're like out here in the desert in the middle of nowhere. But what prompted you to move the UFC gym to Santa Clarita?
Well, I know I personally like it hot, so it was an easy choice for me. But I can't actually take the honor of making the full decision to come out here. Obviously UFC Gym corporate had a lot of influence on identifying spots where they felt like the community was definitely looking for it and in demand for it. But when I got first introduced by corporate and invited to come out and have a look, I was very excited. I instantly got that feeling, kind of like Alan was saying at the start of the show, of the tightness of the community, the small town feel, even though it is obviously a large, diverse metropolis. But I definitely kind of attached to that very quickly, and I knew that looking around that they definitely had the need. So we were kind of really excited to come in here. I know a lot of our job right now is to kind of help people understand what UFC Gym is, and that it's just a family fitness center. We're here to help you achieve your fitness goals. We kind of have a lot of people nervously come into our facility at times, wondering if they're going to get punched in the face, which is absolutely not. We can organize that for you if that's what you're interested in, but predominantly most of our members are really just here to work out. Our classes allow you the capability to burn 800 to 1,000 calories in 1 hour, which puts it probably as one of the top ways to burn calories, even ahead of a fast sprint or spinning or swimming a million laps. So we're kind of excited by that, and we knew as soon as we got here, the reaction we were having from the community, that it was definitely a win. So we're just trying to get out there as much as we can and tell people we're here and at least come over and check us out.
Yes, and then, and I want to say that Mike is here to stay, and UFC Gym Santa Clarita is here to stay, and they're getting very, very integrated and involved in the community in a lot of ways. And what are some of the ways? I know they sponsored a great big basket for us for Bras for a Cause coming up in September, but what are some of the other ways that you're getting involved with the community?
Yeah, that was definitely, I personally was very excited to get into that one. That was kind of an easy sell by Ellen. She didn't have to twist my arm much on that one. But and on a more serious note, obviously, we're UFC Gym, we're very focused particularly on self-defense, women's self-defense, making them feel safe and secure out in our neighborhoods and community. And then on the kids side, on the youth side, we're very involved with anti-bullying programs. And so we've been excited to start having those programs here. We recently had our first one thanks to Assemblyman Scott Wilk. We teamed up with the city and we ran a free self-defense seminar for ladies in the area, and it was a resounding success. I think we had approximately 120 ladies there, and the exciting thing of an event like that is we had everything from daughters about to leave for college, mums, grandmothers, they were all there together and all learning, things that are important. Obviously, our hope is no one would ever have to use them, but to have that skill set, just similar to knowing CPR, is always, it's always good to know. And I feel kind of important in this day and age. So, those are probably our two really passionate things that we're very, very involved in the most, and we're trying to get as much involvement with the community as we can in those two. We're running them obviously free. We've got assistance from the city, but in saying that, if there's community events around, we certainly love to be involved in them too. This year we're going to participate in the Home and Garden Show, which we're very excited about. It'll be our first time. I've heard amazing things about this show, so I know from my point of view, I just can't wait to check it out. And then we're becoming more and more involved with youth sports and kind of getting involved with them. So, we love to be inside the community as much as we can, always looking if there is something that people need support or help with, to kind of reach out to us, and we would certainly like to get involved wherever we can.
Absolutely, I love it. And then the self-defense, are we going to have some more of those coming up in the next year?
Actually, thank you, Alan. You're very good. We do have another one coming up very soon, September 12th. Once again, it's in tandem with the city. They're doing a wonderful job helping organize it. So this time it's a Monday evening. We're trying to have a little variety. Last time was a Tuesday, so we're trying to go across the board a little bit, so we make sure we give everybody the best opportunity to be involved. So next one is September 12th. You can register through the city website or contact us directly, and we will help get you an RSVP slot.
And I'm sure if you reach out to KHTS, they'll help as well.
Absolutely.
So you can always get a hold of the station, and they can help get you in the right direction so you can get signed up for it. But I would sign up early, because last time, unfortunately, they had to turn some people away because there just was no room. There was no space anymore. So they're very, very popular. And I have to say, this is something that every woman should know. And even if you never, ever have to use it, there's the other part of that. When you do know self-defense, you carry yourself different. And predators know that. The predator can look at somebody and see if they walk with that certain, they have that strength. Predators are smart. And to be able to have that knowledge, if you need it, you carry yourself different in different situations. So just even if you never have to use it, you might have prevented it and you didn't even know that. So it's really important. It's a great thing. And the fact that it is being offered to you for free by the city is just phenomenal. So take advantage of it, please. All of you, especially with your daughters, mother and daughters. It's a great mother and daughter night out. So it's something you should do together. And then you can actually come check out our beautiful club too, because it's beautiful. It's a great club. I shouldn't call it beautiful because it is a gym, and this is where we go to work out in. But I'm a girl, so I just think it's beautiful. And one of our members just went running by, actually, and I don't know where she's going, but hello, member. That happens here. So now, one thing that we haven't discussed too much, and I think we really need to talk about, that I really love about UFC Gym Santa Clarita, is that you have kids starting 12 and up classes. But I love that these 12-year-olds are sometimes working out right next to their parents.
Actually, yeah, we actually have classes that actually start even younger than that. So our youth program does start at 6 and up. So we're very fortunate. We're one of those only gyms. I think we are the only gym that really actually offers a youth program in the area. Many gyms are 24-hour, and gyms like that, a lot of times they won't allow youth to be on the gym floor. But, like we said before, we're very much family orientated. We want everybody there. And so we do offer a youth program in tandem at the same time as our adult program. So, you could be working out at the same time as your child could, and everyone gets their workout together and goes home together. So it's a great environment. Like I said, the youth program starts at 6. We typically start the teenagers start to move into our adult program when they're confident. Sometimes it'll be 13, maybe 14. It just depends when they want to move. Some of our kids love the youth program so much that they actually attend a youth class and then they'll go and do an adult class. That happens all the time because they love being with their friends, and then they love obviously the stimulus of trying to be with the adults and maybe a class that's a little more challenging. So we're excited with our youth program. program in the sense that it's all encompassing. We do have, just regular general fitness for the kids, kind of like we would do as adults, like a boot camp style class. We do have we do have kickboxing and boxing for the kids, and also youth Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. So they can do all the components that the adults can, and they can pick and choose what they like also. They don't have to, they're not required to do certain classes at certain times. We offer 3 hours of youth programming per evening. So, basically there's a lot of flexibility and options available.
Yeah, and I got to say, for being a mom and having sons and going to the gym, when you take them to most of the daycares or kind of the facilities, they're sitting, they're not doing anything. This way they're going to want to go with you, and on a day that you might be sitting on the sofa not wanting to go, they're going to drag you because they're going to want to go take the class. So that is where UFC Gym stands out amongst other gyms as well. They're not just taking kids through, you're not going into just this box, this daycare, this room. They are utilizing the gym. They're utilizing it under the guidance of somebody that has a lot of experience with children. And I love watching Asia. I see her, she's like the Pied Piper. I'll see her walking through the gym and all the kids happily just bouncing behind her wherever they're going. And it's so good to see, because these kids are happy, they're involved. They are learning technique and learning things that they wouldn't be learning just sitting there on their iPad or watching a movie. They're actually moving. And isn't that something that we all need to do as parents, is keep our kids moving more? They don't move enough. So this opportunity is a great opportunity. And while they're being taken care of, they're having fun, they're getting fit, you're getting fit. And it could be a whole family. It could be mother, father, kids, and then everybody works out together. You go out to dinner. It's a great family night.
Yeah, we're definitely finding with, unfortunately, the way that school sporting events and ability to go in these days, obviously the kids don't have as much physical education time in the schooling as they maybe used to. We're finding a lot of kids, simple tasks and simple coordinations are becoming challenging. So, these classes really give the kids a chance to ramp up that skill set that possibly when we were going to school, back in the day, we won't say what day that was, but just back in the day that, obviously we got to go outside a lot and play a lot of the sports, and it's not really happening as much these days, and especially with everything from Pokemon Go to every game console you can ever think of, the kids are more and more just static. So we love to get them out and moving around and working on those physical coordinations that that maybe aren't being used as much as they were in the past.
And having that as another flip side to this is that when you are working out and using those sets, it's going to make you more focused in school. And when you are active, it's going to actually give you a more focus when you're sitting down and doing your homework. The studies on that are just all over the place. Not only that, again, it comes with a confidence that a child that has a good skill set and is fit, strong, athletic, they are going to be more confident. And they're going to be more capable and think they can do more. And they're going to actually believe in themselves more. So it's not even about the fitness part, which is so important. We need that. That is huge. But then you add the element of being able to sit down and focus more on homework. And so a lot of the times what kids aren't stimulated, or they're overstimulated by the games that they're playing, or they're understimulated because they're not doing anything, or they're just sitting there blindly in front of a television. Then that transfers to their schoolwork. So it's so important to get them out moving, thinking, learning, using their body. It's going to help you. They're going to sleep better at night. A lot of parents are complaining that their kids aren't sleeping at night and they're having trouble getting them up. And a lot of that comes from not having enough physical activity. So all those things combined, along with, obviously weight and health and nutrition, it all goes in alignment. But you're probably going to have a better student. And if you have an athlete and they are an athlete in school and you take them out and get them to cross-train, they're going to be a better athlete because they're going to walk in with more confidence. So you have a lot of reasons why you should have your kids in some kind of a program. And these programs are great. They're really, really good. I watch them. Again, I get to watch them. I'm always teaching and looking out my window. I get to see what's happening in the world out there at the gym, and I get to watch what's going on and to see the kids picking up these skill sets. And hand and eye coordination, that's a big deal. That is a real big deal. And getting that stimulation for your brain is huge. So that's something that you should come in and just try with your kids. And even do it with, let them try it for a month. and you're going to notice a difference in your kid right away.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're always very willing to, we have gym passes available. And, we're so excited about our gym, we really, in a sense, love to give it away for free. So, if you're ever interested in joining or just want to try it out, first class is complimentary. We're happy to kind of extend a warm welcome for a little bit longer if you want to try different classes or a variety of them. But I think most people quickly understand that, there's a lot of different avenues and aspects to our gym, and they get kind of excited about it. But, we're always there if you want to bring your kids down and just give them a try. There's no fees involved. You don't have to bring your credit card or anything like that. Just come on down and give them a look at it. And obviously, all the adults out there too, the same thing applies. We'd love to just show you what we've got and for you to enjoy it, and we'll all go from there.
Yeah, and I think that's really important to go in, to try. You got to be open-minded and just try this, because a lot of the times you'll walk into a gym or any gym, and then you look around and you kind of walk out. You don't do anything. There's there's a party that wants to try and wants to start, but you just, we all have that, almost like that hesitation, like a girl looking at that dress going, oh, I love that dress. Oh, okay, I'm going to see if I still want it in a week. But in this, it's a whole different ball game here, because you've got nothing to lose but weight, and you have nothing to gain but a great fitness program. So that's it. There's nothing to lose. And you come in, you get to try all the different classes. And if you are going to come and you're going to experience, and I hope you do, and I really, I'm going to extend the invitation to come in and see UFC Gym Santa Clarita. Give it a try. Come in, walk in the door. And if you do that, if you love, let's say you love, I'm in for the boxing. Boxing's it. That's what I want to do. Take the boxing class. Let that be the first class you take. Try all the different classes. Get to know these different instructors, because they're all so different and varied. And that is, one of them is going to speak to you, or maybe 3 might speak to you in different ways. And that's what's so important when you go to a gym and you walk in the door. What you want to do is you want to be able to know that there's a connection between you and whoever is leading either your class, or if it's a one-on-one training session. If you don't have that connection with them, it's very hard for them to motivate you and for you to be motivated with them. So it's great to try the different teachers, the different techniques, the things that they have. These are women and men that are it's called, what is it called? They're techniques, but it's different. Their disciplines are all different.
Disciplines, yeah.
Right, and they come from different skill sets. So one you might just kind of naturally be more involved with, but try all of them. Let your kids get involved. And that gives you, by coming in on a free pass and trying it out, you really get to be part of and see the family that's there at the gym. When you walk in and you just look around, you could be walking in an off hour too. You don't really see what's going on. You really need to see there and be there when all the classes and all the action is taking place, to really get a feel for the place, for the gym. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely, obviously we'll always make it entertaining if you walk in the door, of course, but if you come in, obviously a little more prime time, in the mornings or, in the afternoons, just like a regular facility, we'll be a little bit busier. We are fortunate in that we are a very multi-roomed facility, so, unlike some other places where you'd be jammed up, we're a big venue. We have different rooms for different activities, so you can kind of have a little bit of privacy with your other workmates or training mates for activities. We have a basketball court in there, Brazilian jiu-jitsu matted area. We have what I used to like to call the playground, which is what Alan was talking about before, which is our daily ultimate training and matrix room. It has its own room. Alan obviously doing her great classes. She's got a room for her, and then we have the big bag area, and also like a full gym facility, as in like traditional weights and equipment of that kind. So the good thing is obviously there's a lot going on, but it never feels like you're too crammed. So we're very fortunate in that aspect.
Yeah, it's a big gym feeling with a small town, with a big gym feeling with a small gym kind of atmosphere, where you get to know everybody knows you, you know the staff knows who you are. They know who your kids are when they walk in the door, and that's something really important. You're not just a number, you are a person, and we want to be there to help you meet your fitness goals. We're going to be right back. We need to take a break here. This is Ellen Como on The Fitness Show on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. Welcome back to The Fitness Show featuring UFC Gym Santa Clarita. I'm Ellen Como, your host, and you're listening to KHTS AM 1220. Why am I messing that up every time this time? I have a new name of the new show, so I kind of get confused a little bit. But okay, fitness show. Here we are, AM 1220 KHTS, and I'm here with Mike Lindsay, the owner of UFC Gym Santa Clarita. And we've been talking about the gym, and I hope you've gotten to listen to a little bit of parts. I know sometimes people are getting in and out of their cars, but you've heard enough to kind of entice you to want to walk in the door. So we're going to give you all the information out now so that you have it. If you miss any of this information because you have to get out of your car, but I know you won't because you want to hear everything, you can always let the station know, and they have all the information as well. So let's start with the address, Mike. What is the address of UFC Gym Santa Clarita, and where are they located?
So we're on Soledad Canyon Road. We're 18655 Soledad Canyon. To give you a quick reference, and obviously I'm new to the area, so I apologize if I don't get it accurate, but I easily like to think of it, everyone I've told seems to know that it's right by across from the Regency Theatre, right behind the IHOP and Everest right there. For, being new to the community, it seems that everyone knows that that area of town. So we're just on Soledad right there.
Yes, that's where and also library too.
Library, thank you.
Some people know the library. I know, and it's right on Soledad Canyon. And I have to say, if you are in the Plum Canyon area, I live right over in the Valencia area, and it doesn't take that long to get there at all. It takes me maybe 12 minutes. So I know a lot of the time people over on that side of the valley think, oh my gosh, it's not that far. It really isn't. It takes nothing. And now with the Cross Valley Connector, you can get there quickly, and it's worth the extra maybe 2 minutes that you might have to drive, and I'm talking 2 minutes really. So you have to come over and just see the facility. And what is the phone number if they have any questions that they can call you?
Sure. So the phone number over there is 661-855-4150, 661-855-4150. We're open from 5 a.m. to 9:30 p.m. Most days, so there'll be always someone around to grab that call.
And then the website, if they want to look it up and see what's going on.
Yeah, so we're on ufcgym.com /Santa Clarita. So ufcgym.com /Santa Clarita. That'll give you a great view of all the things we do. You'll have access to our schedule, so you can kind of pick and choose classes that maybe interest you more, get class descriptions and kind of understanding of what each class does. Sometimes we have DUT, which a lot of people are like, what does that mean? So that's our daily ultimate training, our kind of boot camp type class. So the website will kind of give you a little extra information to kind of help you kind of plan your attack.
And then on the Facebook and Instagram, because we know everybody in social media, they have to know. We want them to like us. Come like us.
That's right.
Come like our page, please. And what is it?
Yeah. So we try and keep that really simple for you. So it's just going to be, if you were searching for us, it's just going to be UFC Gym Santa Clarita all together. And that's obviously for both our Facebook and Instagram. So we're keeping it nice and easy for you. UFC Gym Santa Clarita, and that'll get you to our Facebook page, obviously, which is a great way to see some of the awesome aspects we have, and then Instagram to kind of get a picture or kind of view of what we do.
And then if you can give one hint, because you're in the fitness industry, you're encased in it all day long. What is one tip you can tell somebody who maybe isn't in a fitness program, starting a fitness program, already in one, and what is something you can tell somebody they can take away today and go, yeah, hey, that's a great idea?
I guess it's probably very similar to our theme of the day regarding variety. So I'd probably challenge most people to have a look at their fitness goals and their fitness results of recent times and see if they're kind of stagnant. And if that's possibly the case, maybe it's time to mix it up a little bit. So maybe try and shock the body or give the body a little bit of a twist. If you're really into the treadmill sometimes, maybe go outside and do sprints. If you do a lot of weights, maybe add some cardio. Whatever it is, take a different type of class. Maybe that's kind of something just to kind of re-energize yourself and get those results moving again.
I love that. That's great advice. And then my advice for the day, and we're going to get going pretty soon, but my advice for the day is follow your passion, like I said at the beginning of the show. Follow your passion. And a lot of times they talk about muscle confusion. You have to make sure you have muscle confusion. Really, you can't confuse your muscles. If you could confuse your muscles, we wouldn't be able to walk around like we do. What happens, and why the workouts don't work and they're not as effective, is our brain gets bored. And so we're not giving it everything we have. So by taking Mike's tip, which is amazing, what you do is you allow your brain and you allow your passion to be reignited. And that a lot of times is much more important. Your muscles are really smart. There's something called neuromuscular system in our body that doesn't allow them to get confused. But it's to say that I think when you say that phrase, it's to boost it up, give it passion, do something different in order to wake up your mind, so your mind actually works your muscles harder. Well, thank you for being on the show today, Mike.
Thanks for
having me. We're going to have trainers coming up, and I want to thank everyone for listening. Go out, have a great, happy, and healthy fit day today. Bye-bye.